Girl wanted to fill the antique she found. Unexpectedly, after 6 months of drought, the ancient world suddenly had water. She tossed her uneaten lunch into it, and the hungry commander from 3 days ago received a meal. To thank the fairy who sent gifts, they brought gold and jewels. Seeing the treasure-filled room, the girl was thrilled. A few days earlier, the girl had discovered that the antique had expelled a bloodied bandage. The ancient commander was injured, and his men urged him to retreat. It hadn't rained for 10 months, there was no water or food. However, the commander believed that if they left, everyone in the city would be slaughtered by the enemy. The discarded bandage was sent through the antique to 2024. The girl was furious, realizing the antique was constantly dumping trash at her home. So she filled a basin with water and poured it into the antique, but no matter how much she poured, it wouldn't fill. Thinking it was leaking, she connected a hose to the faucet and continued pouring. Suddenly, water appeared in the ancient world, and the soldiers were overjoyed, believing it was a gift from the fairy. This water solved the commander's greatest problem and provided for the people. Then the girl received a call. Because she used 200 tons of water in one day, the police thought there was an issue at her home. Startled by the antique drinking so much water, she quickly turned it off. When the commander learned the water had vanished, he thought he hadn't decorated the antique properly, angering the fairy. The girl couldn't understand where the 200 tons of water had gone. She then tossed her unfinished lunch into the antique, only to see it disappear. This fascinated her, and the sudden appearance of the lunch shocked the commander. When the soldiers discovered the antique was producing food, they were ecstatic. They hadn't eaten in 3 days, and the people in the city were struggling even more. The commander began praying to the fairy for more food to help them through this crisis. The men feared death on the battlefield but wished to protect their citizens. Unexpectedly, the item the commander sent damaged the girl's carpet. Furious, she remembered that carpet cost her 500,000 yuan. To take revenge on the antique for constantly dumping trash, she treated it like a garbage can, tossing in all her expired and unwanted food. Little did she know, those were exactly what the commander needed. The soldiers sorted through everything she sent, but the food couldn't be distributed to everyone in the city. To gain more help from the fairy, the commander wrote her a letter and placed it inside the antique. To her surprise, the girl actually received the commander's letter.